Hello, my name is Tony Rosano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast of 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call the show Online Marketing Moves, and we're coming to you live today. Today is Wednesday, March the 29th, 2023, ladies and gentlemen. You know, yesterday we had a discussion. It was a short podcast. We talked about, where we're going to go, which direction we're going to head into, making the show better. I always want to make the show better. You always want to make things you do better, You want to make your relationship better. You want to make your life better. You want to make your children's life better. You always want to make things better, And that's just a part of life. And I'll tell you what happened to me yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, it's been a long 2 or 3 weeks, just working and trying to figure all this podcasting and, everything out, trying to get this copywriting down pat, to get it to where, it's every day, getting, bringing in money every day, getting assignments, all this stuff. And so the last few weeks has just been, head spinning and, working and, up all day, up half the night, just crazy. But yesterday, as I talked to you, I drove and I went to the one place that I knew that, I could sit around, I could do some real thinking, and I could get it all together. And I stopped in Missouri. I went to go visit my brother. First, and he had a new apartment. And my brother, he showed me his apartment, and he said, this is an upgrade. This is a lot better than the other apartment I had. I feel like I'm home. This, that, the other, and he wasn't bragging. It's funny. My brother used to brag a lot, but he wasn't bragging. He wasn't boasting. He was happy with himself, and I could see the happiness in his face, and I could see the joy in his face, and I was thinking to myself, where do people get, like, you don't have to live your life based on emotions, You can just be some people are just naturally happy, some people are not just, happy, they wake up like, hey, like when me and my wife wake up, I'm like, hey, what's going on, what are you doing, I wake up with some energy. My wife is like, it's that kind of thing, we are madly in love, but we are two completely different people when it comes to how we wake up, And life is like that, Some people, you wake up, you're like, what today, And some people are like, I can't wait to get the day started. It's just natural. It's nothing wrong with you if you feel one way or the other, And we're talking to my brother, and then, I walked. My brother was 2 miles away from the truck stop, And I didn't wanna call him up and say, hey, I'm here. I said I'm gonna surprise him. I walked the 2 miles. While I was walking, I was thinking, and I'm thinking, I said, I'm thinking about quitting the podcast, and, we come this far, and I'm like, how are we going to actually, I'm like, why would I, you ever, I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever pursued a girl, a woman, or whatever you want to say, or if you're a woman, you ever pursued a guy or a woman, whatever, whoever you date, whatever. Have you ever really made an effort to really be with somebody and you put your all into it and it comes up short and you go, this sucks. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks. And, or just in general, have you ever just put your full heart, your full attention, your full everything from your head to your tippy tips of your toes? Have you ever just gave yourself, have you just gave it all and you ended up disappointed? You know? Let's think about that for a minute. There's been a few times in my life where I just gave it 100%. I just came up short. I'll tell you one. I'll give you two examples, and I'll tell you why I'm mentioning this. I played baseball when I was in the 6th grade, and we wasn't a good team. We was not the best team. We sucked. We sucked bad, and we made it to the playoffs. Of course, every team made it to the playoffs, but we got in. We had to play like in a wild card game. You know, we didn't make the like, hey, this is the top team, they get a bye. You know, we got to play this other team because we stink. And we was, you know, if this was a betting matchup, you know, we'd be Florida Atlantic, you know, and the other team would be Duke or somebody. And so we played the game. We all gave the best effort. You know, I was so ready to win. You know, we was up, and this is like, we are doing it. And of course, you know, I remember they coach gave them a speech, said that this team sucks. They lose all the time. They've lost to everybody, and you're about to lose to them. And I remember they turned it around. They came back. They beat us on a ground ball to the third baseman. The ball rolled under his legs. I remember watching them just run in, and I remember the guy said game over, and I remember that was like the most crushing thing in my life, because I put in every fiber. of my body to win that game, and we lost. And I was so devastated. The next game, it was, you didn't care, you know what I mean? Like, the next game, it was like, whatever, man, let's just get this show over with, man. We stink. I don't care, you know? And so we lost, and we lost the second game. It wasn't even close. It didn't even matter, bro. Because I was still thinking about the first game, and, you know, it's just like, it was devastating. But, you know, you get over it, but it stings for the moment, you know. And I remember when I was a young lad, and I was a sophomore, junior in high school, and I met this girl, and up until then I thought she was the prettiest girl I've ever laid eyes on, and I was just mesmerized. I was just swooning. I was in love. If that's love, that was me. I was in love, and I just was like, how can I get this girl? This is not even close. This is, you know, out of my league, and I almost pulled it off. I almost pulled off the heist. It would have been the heist of the decade, but I ran out of time. That was it. Ran out of time, and yeah, I was devastated. You know, it sucked. And then I seen the girl a couple months later, and she didn't remember who I was. So I was like, it's all right, whatever. I'm over it. And I got over it quickly, but it didn't matter. But point of all that is, you know, I was walking yesterday and I was thinking, have we gave our all to the podcast? You know, have we dove in? You know, like how I can't walk away. I can't walk away from the podcast knowing that we have, and I say we because I know you're out there listening and I know you're with me. Because if you listen to this podcast, you have to be with me, because this podcast, it ain't a celebrity podcast. It ain't this guy wrote 1,000 books. You know, he's somebody that my grandma might know. No. In the world, in the eyes of God, I am a somebody. In the eyes of my mama, I'm the best. You know, in the eyes of my wife, I'm a stud muffin. In the eyes of the public, I'm just a peon. I'm just another fish in a big old pond. Okay, so I understand that. So if you listen to this show, you're with me. If you don't listen to this show, cool. But the point I'm trying to make is we can't go anywhere. This show can't go anywhere until we leave no stone unturned. Why stop now? It's been 3 years or whatever. We've had good times. We've had bad times. The point is, online marketing moves must be continued. Online marketing moves is a good show that we can make into a great show, that we can make into a legendary show, that there's no need for me to quit. There's no need for you to stop listening. I will make this show better for you. I will make this show the best for you. I will make this show great, because marketing is important. And marketing is important, but the most important thing besides marketing is a belief. And this show, if nothing else, if you don't get anything out of this show, the thing I want you to get is belief. You can do it. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Let me tell you something. I don't care if you want to be an actor. I don't care if you want to be a doctor. I don't care if you want to be a full-time YouTuber. Whatever you want to do. This ain't no motivational speech. I'm just telling you the facts. You can do it. We all have to just sack up. Change it up. Figure it out. Throw it up. And take it from there. There's nothing stopping you. There's nobody stopping you. There's nothing in the way. And I was walking and I was thinking. At first I thought about deleting the show, and I said, no, I'm not going to delete that show. The reason why I wasn't going to delete the show is because, you know, yesterday it had been 2 weeks and I had been frustrated, and it was a little emotional. I'm thinking, man, I should quit. I should do this. I should do that. Blah, 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 blah. You know, is it working? Is it not working? It don't matter. We will make it work. You can make anything work. Yeah, marketing. People, there's bigger names talking about marketing, but I don't care about that. I don't keep my eye on anybody's show, but this one, yeah, I plan on doing more podcasts. Yeah, we will grow a bigger audience. We will do a better job of marketing the show. We will do a better job of promoting the show. We will definitely get more guests on here. We will do everything I talked about yesterday. But the one thing that we will not do is we will not quit. We will not stop. And the one thing that I want you to do, no matter what it is you do, if you get frustrated, you get down, you get to where don't stop. Take a break, take a deep breath, walk away. Take 24 hours, take 36 hours, take 48 hours, take 3 days, but come back sooner than later. Come back sooner than later, and make the show, make the thing you want to do the best of the best of the best. I have ideas. I'm going to get a YouTube channel started for truck driving. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn how to get assistants, create the content, send the content to the assistants, let them do all that stuff, and we're going to take it from there. I'm going to write more. I wrote a couple things. Got to write more. If you want the attention to be a writer, if you want the attention to be a copywriter, you got to write more stuff. You got to show people. You got to let people know, hey, I'm out here. You got to do what you need to do, and that's what we're here to do. And I cannot do a show and not be an example for you, the one listening. So there's no other thing that I need to say. This is Online Marketing Moves. This is the best show in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. We are gonna rock and roll. Jump on board. We're gonna really learn how to market. We're really gonna learn how to put our foot to the fire. And we will talk about different topics, not just marketing, not just email lists, not just, what to do online, offline. We will talk about direct marketing. We will talk about email marketing. We will talk about email lists. We will talk about motivation, belief, fears, thoughts, doubts. We will talk about everything in the entrepreneur and everything that you need to do to not only be, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be an investor, whatever, does not matter. We will talk about it. We will get things done. But the main important thing about this show is about people that want to do things for themselves, that want to change their ways. Listen, I grew up in a family. The only thing they ever told you to do was get a job, let somebody hand you a check, complain about said check, and do absolutely nothing but go home, watch TV like a vegetable. We are here to break those molds. We're here to break those thoughts, and we are here to get things going. I walked 3 miles yesterday, and I just kept thinking to myself, I can't be a quitter. Okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, this show is going to go on, and together, you jump on my back, and we're going to swim from here to the English Channel and back, and we're going to be A-OK. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Rizzano. This is our show, Online Marketing Moves. Thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. I love you. And as always, everybody, peace.